We have woken up in the ancient capital city of India, Agra, which is home to one of the most iconic landmarks across the entire world and also one of the seven wonders of the world. Of course, I am talking about the Taj Mahal, and that is where we are visiting today. Being back in India is very special. India is, of course, a country with such diverse culture, language, history, religion, so it's really cool to be here in Agra and also to be exploring the country with my family. Now, my dad back at home works for a travel company and in the travel industry, and we are now doing a tour with his partners called Trans India. So definitely for me it's a new way to travel, and going around with the tour guide and the driver and things like that is definitely a different experience, but so far it has been very, very good, and we have a lot still to explore of India. Of course, India is a massive country, so I think for me, I'd like to come back many, many times. Maybe you need more than one lifetime to explore the whole of India. But yeah, we are here, gonna go get breakfast and then head to the Taj Mahal. At this time in India, it's actually it's winter. Last time I was here, it was the summer in this part of India, so it is cold. It's a little bit cold for me, and we see there's some kind of smog or fog, so it's not completely clear, but we'll see when we get there what the visibility is like. Hello, good morning. I don't know what it is actually. My parents are already there.
I got it. Yes, please.
Ah, you got them, yeah. Thank you. Hello. Good morning.
Carry only your cameras, or the mobile phone.
Definitely.
That will make a world.
Now, polluting vehicles are not allowed within 500 meters of the Taj Mahal. So whether you arrive by public transport, by car, whatever it might be, when you arrive, you either can walk up to the Taj Mahal or you can take this electric shuttle, which is what we did. And basically, because of the tour package that we had, we were in this kind of guided tour, everything was taken care of. So the tickets we didn't have to worry about, the shuttle we didn't have to organize ourselves. Our tour guide arranged everything. So every site that we visited across our whole trip was just made very smooth and easy. So our guide was also very knowledgeable and had a lot of jokes, which made the experience a good one. Usually when I'm traveling, I arrange everything myself, so this is definitely a different experience, but a very good one. And after you get through security, you're going to go through what is the entrance and the exit to the Taj Mahal, and that is on the west side. Now entering through the main gate, and this by itself is definitely a spectacle. Now, the Taj Mahal is, of course, one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. It is not only a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but also one of the wonders of the world. And I think for many people who travel, or many people in general, I think it is a dream for them to be able to visit this. And so being able to do it with my family is, of course, a very, very special experience, and honestly a surreal one. I think many places you see videos of and things like that, but this is an experience that exceeded our expectations. Now, the Taj Mahal was built by a Mughal king for his wife as a tomb, and the Mughals were this Muslim dynasty that ruled here in India. Where we were yesterday in Agra Fort, that was built by one of the greatest known Mughal emperors, known as Akbar. And the Taj Mahal was built by his grandson. His name is Shah Jahan, which can mean ruler of the world. The Taj Mahal was built in the 17th century and took over 20 years to build. It also took over 20,000 people to build it. That includes artists, labourers, elephants, and it is a fusion of Persian, Hindu, Central Asian and Islamic architecture. Shah Jahan built this as a tomb and in memory of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal, and she died giving birth to their 14th child. One of the most fascinating and impressive things about the Taj Mahal is the perfect symmetry. The only thing that is not symmetrical is the tombs. So you are able to actually walk inside the Taj Mahal and kind of see a display of the tombs, but they are not the real ones. The real tombs are only on display 3 days out of the entire year. While the Taj Mahal is primarily known as a tomb, you will also see, as you walk in, there's going to be two buildings, one to the left and one to the right. These are both symmetrical. The one on the left is a mosque, the one on the right is a guest house. And it faces left. The mosque is facing left because that is the direction of Mecca. Now, yesterday we visited the rear side of the Taj Mahal, and it is here that Shah Jahan wanted to build a kind of replica of the Taj Mahal in black. It would have been his own tomb. He did actually begin the process of this building, but he was unable to complete it. He actually fell ill, and it was during this time that his four sons were kind of plotting to overtake the throne. They didn't expect him to recover, but he did. And so it was one of his sons that pushed for the throne. Aurangzeb was his name, and he killed his three brothers. And he told the public, he told the people, look, my father is wasting your money. They took his side, he became the new emperor, and he imprisoned his father in Agra fort. I think one of the most impressive things about the Taj Mahal is its presence. Of course, it is huge, but also the white marble is something that really stands out. And I think, to me, you can see as you get up close, a lot of different colour. And to me, one of the most impressive things is actually that there is no paint used. All of the colour that you see is going to come from different stones, different gems and things like that. So it makes you think, like, artists would have taken so much time to be so precious, carving out the marble, placing the gem inside, and then duplicating that on the other side so that everything is kind of perfectly symmetrical. It is very, very, very impressive. You will see around the four doorways of the Taj Mahal is this Arabic scripture, and this is in a black colour. It's done by using black onyx, the stone, and it kind of reads a scripture from the Quran, and I believe it talks about kind of death and merging one again with God, being reconnected with God. And something that I found very fascinating actually is that the Taj Mahal is built using brickwork. What we see is this beautiful marble piece, right? But all of the marble would have been done off the building. So the artist would carve everything, do all the gem work, all of that off the building, and then all the marble would be placed on top. I think the Taj Mahal is actually something that you have to experience in real life. I think to see it on videos or films or TV is one thing, but to be able to experience it is another. And as you walk through the gate, the main gate, and you just see the Taj Mahal for the first time, it is a very surreal experience, and I'm very grateful that I got to share that with my family. And something that really kind of caught me off guard was it's not as busy as you might think. Being a wonder of the world, I thought, everybody, it would be so packed and you wouldn't have that much space to kind of walk around and things. But in my experience, it was completely fine. Not that many people, or not too overcrowded. And I think, there's a certain architectural designs, like so there's four pillars, right? And they are kind of at a very slight degree outwards. So if there was ever to be an accident, they would fall away from the tomb. So I think there's a lot of things like that which are fascinating, and if you do go with a guide who has good knowledge like the one we did, he took so much time to explain everything in detail, and it just made the experience that much better. And after visiting the Taj, we actually make our way to an abandoned ancient city. So now we arrive to Fatehpur Sikri. This is also known as the City of Victory. And the way that my dad explained this to me, this is definitely down my lane as an ancient abandoned city. And that is exactly what it is. This is the ancient capital city of the Mughal Empire, and it is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So if you're in Agra, this is also going to be a really nice place to come and check out, especially if you like history. Now, this one was built in the 16th century by Emperor Akbar, and it only served as the capital for I think over 10 years. And the reason for that I'll get into a little bit later. But this is, I think, the first Mughal planned city, and it is absolutely massive. You can see, administrative buildings, you can see different temples, you can see literally a city, and to see it kind of just abandoned, to see it, there's no purpose to it now as such because it's just a tourist attraction, But to be able to walk around and see the beautiful red sandstone that this is built from, there's so much architectural beauty to this place, and there's a really cool feeling here, a really kind of ancient feel. Yeah, so the reason that this was abandoned was because of a water supply issue. There was not enough water, and so the Mughal Empire actually later shifted to Delhi. One of the things that our guide taught us here was that Akbar created a new religion called Din-i-Ilahi. And this was in 1582. It can be translated as God's religion or divine faith. Now, Akbar was inspired by the spiritual teachings of many different religions, and this new one that he created kind of involved the worship of sun and fire. Slaughter of animals was forbidden, and it encouraged the purification of the soul. Akbar was very interested in different teachings, and so the purpose of this was to combine teachings from multiple different religions, from Islam, from Jainism, from Buddhism, from Hinduism, and combine them to make one new religion. And despite, this vision, despite his grand vision, the popularity of this religion kind of fizzled out after Akbar's death. Walking around this ancient capital city is very, very cool. And I think, India as a country has one of the oldest cultures, and so it is full of these beautiful archaeological sites. And as someone who does love history, archaeology, things like that, it is very, very special to come and check this out. And yeah, I think it's a special feeling to be here. Even before you get into the fort, before you get into the ancient city, you kind of go through this little market, and that has its own special feeling. So yeah, if you're in Agra, do come and check this place out.
It's a video?
Yeah.
So we are in the Jodhabai complex.
265 kilometers later, and we have made it to the capital of Rajasthan in Jaipur. I was actually here earlier this year, so it's going to be really cool to kind of explore some of the places that I went to earlier in the year, tomorrow, but with my parents. And visiting the Taj Mahal was really phenomenal. It was my mother's dream for her 40th birthday, right, to see the Taj Mahal. So to be with them and to have this experience is really, really special. And to see the different kind of historical sites was awesome. So yes, I will see you guys tomorrow for exploring Jaipur. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.